I'm going to Ardmore Aerodrome on Saturday to catch a bit of history. A World War II Mosquito will take to the skies after what's been a mammoth restoration job. Do you have any idea what it takes to restore a plane? And it's not just about money. These are machines built with skills that have died out. A plane built out of plywood and canvas with a massive Rolls-Royce engine. It was dubbed the Wooden Wonder. Now, can you imagine going to war on that? Michael Holland has been following this restoration project for years. He's also been following the miracle workers behind it.
It's the history that's tied up in these aeroplanes that makes them so special.
I'm excited. First time running the engine, should be good. It'll be nice to have life in its veins for the first time in 70 years. Well, it's going to pop and fart a bit to start with.
Not the most elegant of expressions.
Pop and fart.
Yeah, pop and fart a bit, yeah.
For this weapon of war that aviation buffs regard as right up there in the elegance stakes.
As airplanes go, it's one of the best looking ones ever built, I think.
It's definitely got beautiful lines.
Stylish, you know, smooth and slender and powerful all at once.
I'm glad we ordered the sunroof.
It will sound fantastic because, you know, the Rolls-Royce Merlin's the best sounding engine in an aeroplane, in my opinion.
We'll savour the growl of the Merlin in all its majesty shortly. But first, the tens of thousands of hours of dedication, of painstaking persistence to fashion this from the rotting hulk of a de Havilland Mosquito imported from Canada.
You have to be quite patient, there's no question about it, especially when it takes so long for the reward to come around.
I absolutely love it, absolutely love it. It's my dream job.
You're working on the only mosquito in the world that will soon be in the air.
It's a real privilege and I'm so proud.
There's not one part of this you've rushed through on a Friday afternoon to get to the boozer?
No. Or maybe a little bit.
And while Mosquito KA114 is now only a couple of engine tests and some fine-tuning away from its historic return to the skies,
Light the fires and kick the tyres and go flying.
the origins of its restoration date back some 20 years, when enthusiast Glenn Powell dared to believe he could build the wooden airframe from scratch.
It's hard to believe it, really. Yeah. If I'd known what I know now, it would never have happened. No.
You wouldn't have even contemplated it?
No.
Yet, remarkably, at his workshop south of Auckland, our self-effacing craftsman is well advanced on a second wooden wonder.
Does that make you dogged or obsessive?
Or mad.
You've travelled the world to find these.
Yeah.
Beg, steal and borrow.
Yeah. You could say the devil's in the detail, it surely is. Because the detail is just extraordinary.
You've got to hand it to him, he has not given up.
His biggest challenge, building the mould used to shape the plywood fuselage. With no plans in existence, he created the mould by studying old photographs.
The half section of the fuselage is made on a frame and then taken for assembly with its opposite number.
If you've got the mould, you can build a
You
mosquito.
can build a mosquito. You can't, simple as that.
We never thought 5 years ago that we'd be building the top-notch fighter bomber with 3-ply and a glue pot.
You're not going to say it, so I'm going to. You're a clever bastard.
Yeah, right.
It's got the plywood exterior and then the fabric covering, you know. It doesn't have any rivets or bolts or anything. It's, you know, it's real good.
It's got mum's pinking shear marks along here for the fabric.
Yeah, exactly. So that's just to stop the fabric from fraying when you cut it out.
Aluminium was in short supply during the war because it was in great demand on other aircraft, so Mr. de Havilland thought he'd build an airplane made of non-strategic material, which was wood, which they had plenty of, and plenty of woodworking people.
Now let the Mosquito prove she's the fastest thing that flies, the most manoeuvrable twin-engine aircraft in the world.
Glenn Powell on the day that the Mosquito flies.
You never know, it could get a bit emotional. I do emotional at times.
That'd be the day to do it.
Yeah, wouldn't it? Yeah.
That's a few days away yet. For now, this engine test is the most important occasion so far in the mighty Mosquito's rebirth.
Sounds all right to me. 12-cylinder orchestra.
You didn't tell me that a pop and a fart could almost sound musical.
Yeah, it does sound good, doesn't it? Yeah, no, very happy, very happy.
When this beast takes to the skies,
Yeah,
that's world aviation news.
yeah, it is. There's a lot of people following it around the world. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's just another plane. It's not like we're saving the world. Although it helped to do that at one stage. So I guess, in a way, we're commemorating that, aren't we?
There used to be a really eccentric guy in the UK who used one of those Merlin engines in a car and he'd take it over to France where he could drive it, but much better where it belongs in the Mosquito. And a special air show to officially launch the Mosquito is on at Ardmore this Saturday, the 29th. Now, the All Blacks.